What's up, guys? It's Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be breaking down what wide receivers should not do on a fade route versus off coverage or zone coverage. So this is one of the common questions we get asked. We're going to be talking about how you guys can use a vertical set move to get a DB to bite and create some space when you have to run this fade, and he's about 8 to 10 yards off. So again, I hope this video helps you guys out, but also, fellas, if you're a wide receiver and you want to improve your route running, you want to get better off the line with your press releases, you want to improve your hands, you want to improve everything that has to do with playing a wide receiver, check out that very first link in the description below for our 4-week, 28-day on-field wide receiver workout plan. What you'll get access to is it's 4 weeks of wide receiver on-field drills with video examples of each drills and then the exact sets and reps that you need to do for those drills. All broken down to sets and reps like we said. So check out that very first link below, fellas, if you're interested. Let's get started with this video. So this route right here, this is from Terrell Owens. He's running this route against Darrelle Revis. Now, obviously, Terrell Owens, all-time great. But this is one of those routes that a lot of young wide receivers also struggle with, and you see here that Owen struggles with this as well. So when we got a DB who's off, whether he's in zone or whether he is an off man, the same principles apply. So let me break this down from like a quarterback perspective. If I got you running a route and you're against like an off coverage DB and you're running a fade, chances are I am probably not going to get you the ball unless I'm confident that you can get a ton of separation. That is not where I want to go with the ball. But if I have to, I will, especially against off man and we have a good matchup out there. So the thing you have to do is you have to be able to get this DB to stop his feet. And how you can do that is with a vertical set move. So what Owens does right here is he's running at him, he's going hard, closing the space with this DB, but he just tries to run around him. That's the problem, fellas. We can never try to just run around a DB who's talented, who's worth the crap. He's not going to move, right? So if I just try to run around him and just try to get to his blind spot, he already has a 10-yard head start on me, obviously. And that's not even the best way to attack the route by just trying to run to his blind spot. Now, let's say he was running a route like a post or something like that. Let's say he was running a deep post. This is what you would want to do. You'd want to threaten him to that blind spot because that's going to get him to widen, and then you could break back underneath because the DB kept his leverage outside. But because he just tries to run around him, that DB is going to stack, stay over the top, and we're not going to get any kind of space on a fade. Especially if you're going up against a DB who's faster than you. You have to bring something to the table. You have to bring some attributes. You have to bring some kind of move that will get him to sit. So that's what we're going to show here. So I'm going to play this full speed, and then we'll show a good example of this fade route versus off coverage. Now, obviously, Revis is one of the all-time greats, but that's the thing, fellas. I'm not trying to get you prepared for a DB who's bad. I'm trying to get you prepared for a great DB who knows what he's doing, but how you guys can get separation against this. So this is kind of a similar coverage look pre-snap. Now, this route is textbook here in terms of the fade. The last clip, he was more so face the quarterback, like in a truer like zone coverage, cover 3, I would assume, like technique. This is more like an off man situation, but the same principle applies, fellas. The same exact thing applies. You do not want to just try to run around this guy. So to the untrained eye, you might think, oh, well, he's inside shade. I got to go run a fade. He's far off. I got to get going. I just got to go run to this back pylon. I just got to win the race and get there. But the problem with that is that's exactly what that DB wants you to do. He wants you to just try to run outside. He wants you to try to just run away from him because that's where his help is. His help is the sideline, right? When he's lined up inside shade like this, where does he not have help? He does not have help to the inside. So that's obviously where he doesn't want you to run. So if you have this type of look, you would want to use something called a vertical set to threaten him to the inside. If you want to think about it like a rocker step, that is completely fine as well. So let's play at full speed. So this wide receiver comes at him, gives a little head fake to the inside. All it does, fellas, is gets us to this position. If I can get a step on this DB, just a step, maybe 2, that quarterback can throw us open. We just have to put him in the right situation to do so. And you see how he drops this thing right over the top for that play. This is textbook. So the whole point of the vertical set, the kind of technical things that you can think about with that is you're trying to take the foot that's closest to the QB. So in this case, it would be his left foot, and you're making a hard jab to the inside to try to sell post. All pretty much it's trying to do is just get this DB, like we said, to stop his feet. Because if he can stop his feet and I'm running full speed, I should be able to get him by at least a step, right? So he comes at him here, he throws this hard fake to the inside, hips and shoulders sell to the inside. If I could just get the DB to hesitate, I should win this route, no problem. But also, the other thing that this vertical set is so great is that it gives you space for the QB to fade you open, right? When you look at this thing pre-snap, let's go back to the very top. These are the bottom of the numbers, right? So he's lined up way past the bottom of the numbers to the right. So he's very close to the sideline. A lot of young wide receivers will just try to run. And when you guys just try to run against inside shade and you just try to run outside, this DB is going to squeeze you. Squeezing means he is going to literally try to get hands, maybe stay over the top and stack like we saw Revis did, but he is going to force you as close as he can to that sideline because the sideline is his help. That closes the space of the field down, and that is good for him. But when you guys can use this vertical set, I close the distance, I throw that hard fake to the inside, it gives you space to the outside to be thrown on the fade, to actually fade with the ball. And that QB can throw you open. So fellas, when you have to run that fade against off coverage, whether it's off man, whether it is zone, you have to close space, vertical set, threaten the post, and try the best we can to get that DB to hesitate and stop his feet. Let's play this thing again, full speed one more time. Common question we get asked, fellas, so I hope this answered that question for you guys. That vertical set, if you want to think about it like a rocker step, is the best way to do so. All right, fellas, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions at all, don't hesitate to leave those in the comment section below. Always appreciate the feedback. It's always great to hear from you guys as usual. And again, fellas, if you'd like a 4-week on-field wide receiver workout plan, all the drills wide receivers need to do broken down with sets, reps, and a video example of each one, check out that very first link in the description below. I'll see you guys next time.